it's not a subtle thing. It's not like I woke up one day and was like, I can't fucking see shit. It was like over time.
You're getting up there though.
Oh, I can't read my phone.
That's the worst.
You know what? I literally I'm like this, and I'm like, I can't see shit.
I'm getting there too, and I know I can go and get a reading glasses prescription, but I just
these are just Costco.
Is that okay? Like it works?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. It's not like I need a prescription yet, but they're supposed to be like those blue light ones, so you can like look at.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
I just don't want to be that person that like increases the size of everything on their font, so that no matter where you are, like, oh, the people behind me can see this. The people 3 rows behind me can see this. Like I used to read, Patty, if you're watching, I used to read everything that you wrote on text messages when you were sitting in front of us, because it was still far away bigger than what it was on my phone.
She wasn't the row. Wasn't she 2 rows down? She was 1 row down.
She was, yeah, 1 row down.
They were just one behind us? Yeah. No, that's so funny. I've definitely been in that situation.
Like, I don't want to be that guy. I will get reading glasses. I don't care if they're 2 inches thick before I become the increase the font size guy.
Yeah, I don't think mine's any bigger than normal. No, that's the... But yeah, there's a difference between this and this, though. And, like, some people, like, they'll push it farther away. That's not me.
Yeah, I don't want to be that either.
But getting it right here, it's worse. So it's like, am I farsighted?
What are you, 37, 30?
I'm 38.
38?
Dude, I'm 2 months from 39.
Okay, god damn. Yeah, because it's supposed to be like right at 40 where it starts to go. And that's where it was for me. Like, even when I had my LASIK at 33, and he's like, we'll see you in 6 years. I'm like, what the hell, man? He's like, oh, everybody loses it. You're like, I mean, you're still going to be able to see, but you're going to need reading glasses.
I'm fine with it. I actually don't mind the glasses. I have small squinty eyes, and these magnify them. So I'm fine with it.
Different. Yeah.
One thing before I start the whole thing, I'm curious if I show you this picture, will you know?
Is it going to be Riley Reid?
What it is?
All right, I know it's an ultrasound.
Yeah.
Is that...
Who do you think that is?
Is that Cassidy's? Congratulations.
Hey,
I'm hoping it's yours too, right?
It's mine.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, she said I should let you know on the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, that was a great idea. To
get your reaction so she can see it.
That's awesome. When's the due date?
February 23rd.
February 23rd. Wait a minute. So, hold on. That means you've known for like at least 2 months?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
I haven't seen you. I only wanted to tell people in person.
Okay, all right.
So even my mom and dad. So I'll tell you the story. We were going to Connecticut for that wedding, Rose. I don't know if you met Rose.
Oh yeah, Rose.
So she's getting married in Connecticut, New Haven. So we go to Boston first. That's why I was at the Fenway tour, because Cassidy's friend Kira lives there. So I get up hella early one day to do the tour. And then they were getting up later. She lived like, it was like 30 minutes on the train to get in. It was nice, though. Nice and easy. Public transportation in the East Coast, man, they have it down, I'm telling you. So I meet them later. We go to that art museum, and then we're like eating lunch somewhere. And she's just mentioning it to her friend, like, I should probably do the pregnancy test before we do everything and go to the wedding, just in case. So in the bathroom on the first floor of one of the Boston public libraries. That's where we found out.
You know my mom will be thrilled to hear that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Evelyn. Yeah.
So do we know a sex yet?
So in a week and a half. Yeah, what's today? Thursday. So Monday comes. Next Monday, Sunday, the 14th, we're driving to California. I mean, it's just par for the course. So we're going to go to Disney on Monday. I'm going to buy a lightsaber and make the lightsaber. And then they'll put the crystal in, and I'm not going to know what color it is. And neither will Cassidy. So when it's either going to be red for the girl, blue for the boy.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with a Mace Windu.
Purple?
Yes.
Well, that would be twins of... Wouldn't purple be twins of...
Oh, my goodness.
It's not twins. You can look at the picture.
I've never been able to understand an ultrasound. I mean, I know what they are, and I know that they're like black and white and dots and stuff, and sometimes you can see a circle.
So, yeah, the first ultrasound, it was tiny, tiny. This one was that, and then you do like a blood test so they can tell what kind it is, and then to like find out if they have any issues with it, and then they can also tell the sex from that. So we're like, there's an email on her email account that has all the info on it that we have not looked at. So
that's super cool.
We'll see. We're getting like wives' tales from these people, like, oh, the way she's standing in her belly, oh, blah, blah, is a boy. And then these other people are like, no, it's clearly a girl because of the way that this is, blah, blah, blah. So
all the years that I worked in the baby industry, I heard all those stories and all those things, and it's about 50-50, you know?
No, imagine that.
None of that stuff means anything. The only thing that means anything is like, at least from my experience, was how early in the ovulation period is it?
Huh. I have no idea.
Earlier means one gender, later means the other gender. I don't remember which is which.
Okay.
But it's on the internet too. Like first day boy, I don't remember, but
no idea. Trust me, there was something to be the first grandbaby for her mom and dad. There's some pride in that for sure. And the video when we told Laura, I'll show you later. But she cried. My mom cried.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's
her dad cried. So awesome, man. Yeah, I'll show her this later and she can see your reaction. Welcome back to Fast Talk Podcast. Our first ever podcast, I believe, was a NFL preview podcast.
Yes.
2018-2019 season, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it that long ago?
I moved back in February.
Yeah, so
I moved back to see Super Bowl 52, the Super Bowl that we'll not speak of. And
I mean, how do you throw for 500 yards in a Super Bowl and lose? How do you throw for 500 yards in any game, regardless of a Super Bowl?
Remember that?
Still not over it.
Bengals Browns from like 2007, where it was like 45-43 or something like that, and it was Carson Palmer versus what's his name? The Browns, Derek Anderson.
I do not remember.
No, well, it was like an offensive onslaught, which is every Bengals game anyway. So
I remember a Chiefs-Rams one that was a Monday nighter that was like 53
I remember that too.
to 49 or something. Yeah,
that was Jared Goff, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they had
and then
two
they
good
went
offenses.
and scored 3 points in the Super Bowl against bad Patriots.
Yes, it was wonderful. That was a Super Bowl we'll speak of.
That was the next one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so we always go into start the season talking about our predictions and stuff like that, and then we'll revisit it and talk about how well we picked it if we were close, and not mention it at all if we're way off. So we are in the new studio here, Green Apple Studios. We're in downtown Las Vegas. This is my studio. I built this for podcasting, for recording. It's about half built right now. We have a whole back section that's not even done yet, and that's going to be the really nice music studio. So www.greenapplestudiosvegas.com. Give us a shout. Follow us on Instagram and all of that. We'll create a whole Fast Talk social media thing as well, which I will give you all the information here. It's going to be right here. There will be an animation below my hand.
Oh, nice.
On video. Also, like and subscribe.
Yes, that's key. Like and subscribe. That's how we make money.
We make money with subsibers.
And we both need to pay for this.
I have
place.
a child coming, clearly.
Yeah, he's a baby coming. You just saw that.
It's going to be fun. We could do once we know the sex and everything, we could do a naming thing on here too. Hey, suggest your name. My wife will not agree to that, but
will it be a Star Wars name though?
I want Anakin. I'm telling you, like I am really pushing for Anakin somewhere in the name if it's a boy.
What if it was a girl? It could be Anna, like ANNA, and then the middle name, some sort of kin. Anna Quinn.
Oh, Anakin.
Anna Quinn, Quinn,
Well,
and then you just say it. Anakin.
I feel like Leia. That's obviously your sister, Leia. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's Leah though, so.
I feel like it's too common. Padme is just too esoteric. Like you hear Padme and you're just like, okay, that's Star Wars. So.
You can call her Amidala and Amy for short.
It's funny because so we have these jerseys that we're gonna wear. Mine is Han Solo and hers is Leia, and so it says Solo on the back. But on the back of the female one, it says Leia, And I was like, why didn't it say Han on mine? Why'd you go last name, first name? The people that made it. And I go, honestly, if it's Leia's back, it should say Amidala Skywalker Organa. It could be the longest last name ever because she's Luke, Anakin Skywalker, Padme Amidala, and then Bail Organa. That's her.
I'm assuming they just thought it was like Princess Leia, and Leia was the last part.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, get on a rant. Anyway, so we were gonna do the NFC.
Yeah, let's do the NFC
This is
first.
the NFC. So if you want to see our AFC predictions, we will create a separate AFC prediction podcast video to accompany this one.
Will it be right here too? Linked right here?
The link will. Well, let's do this. At the end, I'll point. Which way points toward you? There. The end will be here.
Okay.
And I'll have a link for it. So
that will also have our Super Bowl prediction too. I won't get to that.
So we're gonna do NFC. I feel like storylines can get me into most of these predictions, but I wanted to say, have you watched that Cowboys and Netflix thing?
I have not. I don't have Netflix.
Watch it.
I bought it for Happy Gilmore 2, and then I canceled it after watching Happy Gilmore 2.
I don't know. You were older, so you might remember this stuff a little bit more than I. But I remember vaguely, but then it goes into more detail and all this stuff, and I was like, I do not remember. Like I was like 3 when Jerry bought the Cowboys, so I don't remember that at all. But like the first game that I remember watching was that Niners Cowboys in the '94 NFC Championship when the Niners won. So the '92 NFC Championship game, there's one of the whole episodes is on that game.
Really?
So when the first time they beat San Francisco, when Steve Young was starting over Joe Montana, but Joe Montana was healthy and didn't play, and like they go into like Jerry buying the Cowboys and like I would say now like a younger fan doesn't have the knowledge. You just see old ass Jerry Jones, but like to see the things that he did for them and the things that he did to pioneer for the NFL, like getting the Nike contract and getting independent and separating your team's brand from the NFL, because the NFL was like one entity, and now like he's just the Cowboys, and like to be able to do that to make the NFL just so much more money.
Oh yeah,
I think was impressive, and like I don't think he gets enough credit for that. So at least with the younger generation, because I didn't know, and I'm almost 40.
He was huge, and when you look at when he took over the team, he was willing to do whatever it took to make the Cowboys into like the world's biggest brand. They were already a massive fan. You know, they had that fan base in the from the 70s teams, the Staubachs and the Tom Landrys, but they had fallen into basically nothing. And he took it over, and he's like, we're rebuilding this. He had a huge influence. He was willing to do whatever it took. Remember the trade? Herschel
Walker.
Herschel Walker. That's
they
right.
talk about that.
Yeah. He gave up everything. Or gave up what?
Well, I thought it turned into a bunch of guys that it didn't, because it was for picks. It was for players. And then he cut all those players to get the picks.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about
like Emmitt Smith.
The weird thing about it is they didn't really show it, because I thought it was the guys that built the defense, like Leon Lett, Russell Maryland, Darren Woodson, and all those guys. But then, like, that's another weird thing about it, because they don't talk to Darren Woodson, they don't talk to Russell Maryland, they don't talk to Leon Lett. Nate Newton is a little bit. They don't talk to Jay Novacek or Moose Johnson. And I was like, Moose is he's a Fox play-by-play guy.
Yeah,
he's got charisma. So all they talk to is Michael, Emmett, Troy, Jerry, Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Nate Newton, and like Eric Williams, one of the offensive tackles.
What about Dion?
Yeah, well, he comes in. He doesn't come in. I just watched episode 6 last night, which was Dion's episode.
Okay.
And then so there's like 2 more episodes. And now I'm looking for the downfall of it, where the cocaine thing with Michael Irving and then Jerry. Yeah. And then, I've only made another episode where they talk about how Jerry doesn't want to pay Micah Parsons, so he trades him to Green Bay.
Same story. Yeah.
I was trying to get us into the NFC East.
Like that dynasty was amazing. And, segue, they're not going to win it this year either. I feel bad. I mean, I loved watching them in the 90s. I don't think there are too many kids that grew up where their teams sucked. Like the Patriots were terrible in the 90s, and the Cowboys were that team that you could get behind. Emmett, Troy, Irvin was a badass.
I'm watching this and I was like, I don't have any animosity towards these guys. Like, I love Emmitt Smith
and
Troy Aikman. I may not like you as a broadcaster very much, but pretty awesome quarterback. So
Yeah, I mean, and like then they're coming out in the Super Bowl and beating the Bills. I mean, what else
Twice
could
in a
a New Englander or AFC Easter, like how much better could it be? But
yeah, so
they haven't won since.
That's a crazy thing. They haven't won a championship. They haven't been to a championship game since the 95 championship game.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, Tony took him to the playoffs. Drew took him to the playoffs. Drew Bledsoe,
that's right, man. Dak.
And Dak, but that's it. You know, it's only a handful of even playoff appearances. It's kind of
you finally get a
disgraceful.
You have a good player. You have a good pass rusher, and you could have paid him last year. It would have only been like $30-something million. I'm not sure the deal he got from Green Bay. It's like 4 years, 180 or something like that.
But he's hurt.
He's going to get some sort of injection. We'll talk more about Green Bay later. But yeah, I don't know why anybody else would pick anything but the reigning Super Bowl champions to win the NFC East. I don't think they had much. I don't think they lost any key guys. Maybe some offensive linemen. I don't look much into it. But you've got Jalen, and you've got Saquon, and you've got AJ Brown, and you've got Devontae, and you can run the ball like nobody's business. So they didn't even ban the tush push.
Right.
Their best play is not even banned. So
I'm looking at their losses right now, and the name that stands out as a huge loss is Darius Slay.
Oh, so on the back end. But they're probably banking on Cooper DeJean.
Right.
Stepping up. White corners, baby. White corners.
And big name for me was, as an addition, is AJ Dillon.
BC?
BC, yeah. So I got to throw that down there. I think AJ's excited to be with the Super Bowl champs and chance to back up Saquon. Saquon, they signed him to a 2-year deal. So that's huge. He doesn't have to worry about the contract looming or any situation like that. He's just going to go out and do his thing. I was able to get him 4th in one of my fantasy drafts. So the fact that he fell to 4th
Number
was
4 or
awesome.
4th round?
No, 4th overall.
You got him 4th overall?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was pretty thrilled with that. Thank you for the person who did not take Saquon in front of me. You should have. I mean, when you look at everything he did.
I can't believe he's not number 1 in every draft.
I know, right?
He was voted number 1 player on the NFL list. The
other team I think that's going to be good in the East is Washington. A lot of people are saying, Jaden Daniels is going to drop off this year.
I'm expecting a sophomore slump.
I'm not. I mean, they're comparing him a lot to the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud. I don't think so. I mean, he showed a lot. They got Debo on that team.
Yeah. Scary T to an extension.
Yeah, I mean, just good.
I have them. Yeah, they got a wild card for me.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm there too.
I have them. I have Philly winning, and then I put Washington as my number 6. So the second of the 3 wild cards is what I'm giving Washington.
What are your thoughts on the Giants?
I actually would put them. They're going to be like up there. I think their defense is really good. I actually kind of watched their preseason because I wanted to see what Jackson Dart could do because I'm always intrigued by rookie quarterbacks, and I hate Russell Wilson too. So, I actually,
they also have Jameis too.
He's like 4th on the depth chart, I think. Oh no, they traded Cutlets, didn't they, to the Patriots?
Yes, he's gone. Yeah,
that's what he does.
Yeah, he's one of us now.
So I have the Giants like at 6-10. No, it was 6-11, 7-10, somewhere around there. So okay. Wilson's going to lose the first couple, and then you're going to get pissed at him. I do have the Cowboys.
Same type of thing that happened with Denver.
Yeah. Okay. But Jackson Dart will come in probably like week 7 and probably go like a little under 500. And then I have the Cowboys last.
Okay.
So
I'm 100%. Like I absolutely agree with that order. And sorry, Jerry Jones, you guys messed up in trading your best player, and you're gonna pay for it. But you'll get a good draft pick, and you'll probably draft somebody good, and then 4 or 5 years from now, do the same thing over again.
The saying, you need to bottom out. Sometimes it's a good thing.
It is. Well, hopefully, we'll get to the AFC East in a minute or in another podcast.
Next is my NFC North, I think.
Yeah, that's what I've got next on my list too.
Yeah, so this will be an interesting. I'm curious who you have.
Don't make me say it.
With Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have Green Bay winning it.
I hate to say it.
Did you know? I should wait for this, but so in 1996, a 27-year-old Brett Favre in his 6th season took the Packers to the Super Bowl while Aaron Rodgers was 10 years old. In 2010, 27-year-old Aaron Rodgers took the Packers to the Super Bowl and Jordan Love was 10 years old. This is Jordan Love's 6th season, and he's 27 years old. He will be when the Super Bowl is played.
So what you're saying is we should find a 10-year-old out there to be the next Packers QB?
Yeah, there's a 10-year-old out there right now going to be the next Packers QB. But they won those. So they won when Brett Favre won, Rodgers was 10. When Rodgers won, Jordan Love was 10. And now Jordan Love is 27 years old in his 6th season. You can't make this up. This is legit. I looked this up last night. I was like, there's no fucking way that this will happen. But yes, it's like it cycles perfectly.
I saw one.
And they're all in their 6th season, and they're all 27 years old.
That's insane, yeah. I saw one that was similar to that. It was like Green Bay gets Reggie White, Brett Favre wins Super Bowl. Green Bay gets another defensive player. I don't remember who.
Charles Woodson. It was Charles Woodson.
And Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl, and now Green Bay gets Micah Parsons. I don't think they're good enough to win the Super Bowl.
Jordan Love's got to show me more in the playoffs.
Right, exactly. I think this is going to be his best year, and I still think Detroit is the best overall team or the most talented on the field team.
Most talented.
I think they just lost all their coaches, and that's going to drop them down to 3rd.
Like the Eagles, the year that they lost the 2 guys that are now the Arizona coach and the Indianapolis coach.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that's why I don't hate Jordan Love. He's a solid quarterback. I love that they picked Matthew Golden, Longhorns, which is what they needed. I think it's such a funny like middle finger to Rodgers. Like, we're gonna wait till you're gone, and then we're gonna take a 1st-round wide receiver.
Right. Yeah.
But I have Green Bay, Lions, and then I have Chicago and Minnesota not doing much.
All right. See, I have Minnesota 2nd.
Well. I don't know nothing about JJ McCarthy and what he can do.
And that's the thing. And we thought we knew everything about Sam Darnold last year, right? They still have a really good team. And by the way, their stadium in the club level is friggin' awesome. I went over there for a preseason game against the Patriots. The chicken wings for like $23. It's wings and a beer special. Nice. Fantastic. That's a great deal for NFL stadium food.
One day I'll be able to make it to all of them.
And to the guy that, you're having a kid now, so sorry. Dreams crushed. No, you get to take him with you.
You say I'll take him.
The kudos to the guy next to me in Minnesota who told me he'd had a Viking season ticket since the 60s, and I asked him about the old Met Stadium out there where Mall of America is now, and he told me he was 9 years old, and his favorite memory was a guy sitting next to him throwing a full bottle of beer at a Cowboys player and hitting the Cowboys player right in the back. And when security came to take him out, they let him finish his beer first.
Oh, nice.
But I think, you can never count on a team with Justin Jefferson, man. They got Aaron Jones.
Old.
And, that's going to be one of my rants, by the way. And you got, what's his name? Addison is going to be coming back from suspension. He's got 3 days suspension. And when you look at, really, I'm looking at their list of losses here, or departures, sorry. Super old Stephon Gilmore. Super terrible Daniel Jones.
He's a cold starter.
Cam Robinson is probably the best one on this list. I don't think they lost too much, and they were ready to go with JJ McCarthy a year ago too. So
we'll see.
I think that's the key. And
I'm going to go 500, 9-8, 8-9.
I think a lot of people would be happy for that in Minnesota, but I think they are talented enough to bring in 11 or 12.
We'll see. They did win 14 last year. But, I got Lions. But I'm...
Bears are trash, though. Can we just... Anthony, I know you're watching.
Well, he will. We're not live.
I feel bad that I say that about your team, but I was talking to him this morning, and it's still the Blackhawks are the big thing in Chicago.
We can zoom him in for sure for one of these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe like when the Bears are like, what were they 4-2 last year before they went on their thing?
Just have him pop up.
After another microphone on there.
I do have another couch. You can sit on this couch too. And
yeah, dude, come on out. We can get Tony in here too. Tony's big Chicago dude.
Detroit Jeff.
He is actually in town today. They went to see Wizard of Oz at Sphere.
Yeah, I saw that last weekend. Did you see it?
No, I'm going to take my mom for her birthday because that's her favorite.
I'm not gonna comment on anything then.
I've heard a lot of mixed feedback.
I'm right in the middle.
I think I know what you're going to say, and I wholeheartedly agree with it.
For the Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Oh.
Regarding the AI, yeah, okay. Completely agree with it. Don't ruin classics. Remake them, sure, but don't ruin them.
Don't make it obvious that you're using it. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Even worse.
I don't want to spoil anything, and I want people to go see it. We need people to come back to Vegas.
Come back to Vegas.
We're struggling
go see
here.
Wizard of Oz at Sphere.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's not like it's not awesome because there's a couple scenes where you're just like, whoa. So definitely worth it. So yeah, Chicago sucks.
You feel bad. I mean, that team started off well last year, and then they just went on that terrible, terrible losing streak. But at least they finished off with the win against Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. And that was like their thing. Or whatever it was. They beat Green Bay last year, so even though they only won a handful of games, Bears fans, it was a success because they beat the Packers.
It's like the Longhorns. We could go 1-10 as long as that one is Oklahoma. But I will say,
hopefully they don't.
I think Caleb breaks the 4,000-yard curse this year. The Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer.
Are they the only team in the NFL?
They're the only team that's never had one.
I don't think it's happening.
I think so. Ben Johnson, I think they'll throw. So, South.
Problem is it's Caleb. South is very difficult for me.
Like how we always talk about the South, and we're always like usually like anyone but this team. Now we're opposite, and it's this team, and everybody else sucks.
But I don't even know who that team is.
It's Tampa.
With Baker?
Yes. You're returning Mike Evans, who has never not had 1,000 yards. It's fucking wild.
All those guys were hurt last year, though. Evans was hurt. Godwin's was hurt. They had bad injuries.
They had that rookie. There's a rookie kid. He's a little Wes Welker type that they've got. I think he's in his second year now.
Okay.
He's 15. I can't think of his name. He'll be good.
I know who you're talking about, yes.
Defense is solid. They're just a solid team. They're not going to blow you away. They're going to go like 11-6. But everybody else, the Saints, don't know who the quarterback's going to be. They drafted a 26-year-old rookie. They're probably, is it March? March for Arch? That doesn't. Marching makes it sound like you're doing well. Suck for Arch. Be bad for Arch. I don't know what it is. Nothing rhymes with Arch.
Is that what they're doing? They want Arch?
Of course they do. It was in New Orleans.
Did they watch the game Saturday?
He's fine.
No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. Ohio State's defending champs, so that was tough.
And I think Carolina's on the right track, but they just don't have talent on the team. Do a few more picks.
So let's talk. Can we talk quickly about Bryce Young? Is he done in Carolina?
No, I don't think so. He had a little bit of a resurgence. He's going to have at least this year. And if he's serviceable, he'll keep it going. There's a lot of talk about that kid they took from Arizona, Ted McMillan, the wide receiver. He's supposed to be pretty good. I didn't watch a Carolina preseason, so I don't know.
Did I? I just, obviously as a Bama guy, that's my question is Bryce a bust?
I don't think so yet.
And how long, if you're, I can't remember who's their head coach. I was going to say Ron Rivera. If you're George Seifert.
It's Dave Canales.
When do you pull the
You're George Seifert.
When do you pull the thread or pull the plug on Bryce Young? Is it 3 losses, 4 losses in 5 games?
If you're Riverboat Ron.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell
thought he
you
was a good coach.
I thought he was a good coach too.
Is he still in Washington, or did they get rid of him?
No, Dan Quinn is the Washington coach.
Oh, that's right. I knew that.
I feel like the NFC South has the least drama in it because it's just like, okay, Tampa, just go 6-0 and then win like 5 other games.
Yeah, split the rest of the league. That's fair. All right, West.
Not exciting. Sorry, the South is not exciting.
No.
This is an interesting one. But anyway, so I was trying to think. Oh, Detroit was my 5 seed, by the way. Detroit was my 5 seed. So Detroit's my 5 seed. Washington's my 6 seed. I'm curious who you have winning the West.
So realistically, I got Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And the reason for that is Cooper Kupp. Do I think that was a good signing? No. But I just think Cooper Kupp is... dude's a winner. Where he can stay healthy, they're going to go places.
We'll see. Sam Darnold. I like their coach.
That guy, Sam Darnold, has so much to... he doesn't... Well, let me rephrase that. He doesn't have anything to prove
No,
right
not
now.
anymore. He doesn't.
But the fact
he
that...
wants to prove last year wasn't a fluke.
Right. But the fact that even Minnesota didn't want to keep him after last year, to me, it's just like, why? And he's going to go out there and show everybody that Minnesota made a mistake. I think Minnesota's still going to do well with JJ, like we just said, but I truly think that he's going to do well up in Seattle. And Cooper and what's the other guy? The long-named guy with the hyphen.
Jackson Smith and
Jigba. They're just going to tear it up. You know, when you look at teams that have two quality receivers, whether they're wideouts or slot guys, they win. You know, Randy Moss and Wes Welker, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. You got a couple of guys like that, boom, you're going to go far. And Sammy knows how to get them the ball.
We'll see.
I don't think the rest of the division is good enough. San Francisco, it's one of those things.
Too many unknowns. I know nothing about them anymore.
Health-wise is always an issue. Debo is gone. Brock Purdy is...
What is he?
We don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the best player on that team is their backup quarterback. And we got to wait for Brock Purdy to get hurt, which will happen because it always does.
In San Francisco, get hurt.
And once that happens, we'll see, and they'll start winning games. But it just depends on how long, you know, who their backup quarterback is, right?
Is it Garoppolo?
No.
Oh, no, then.
It's Mac Jones.
Oh, it's Mac Jones.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
I was trying to figure out, I'm like, is it Brissett? Who is it? Garoppolo?
Garoppolo is with the Rams.
Yeah.
And
so that's who I have winning the West is the Rams. So.
When Stafford gets hurt, Jimmy G will step in. And it'd be, how funny would it be if, you know, we have a game down the end of the season
versus
Mac and Jimmy. Yeah, a couple of guys that wore number 10 for Belichick.
How about that Belichick, huh? How about that North Carolina? Yeah, I have Rams, and then I have Cardinals actually getting a wild card spot.
You have the Cardinals in there, okay. I don't know. Cardinals fan.
This is the jump year for hopefully Marvin Harrison.
That's what I'm hoping for.
They have the best tight end. In my opinion, they have the best tight end in the whole sport.
In Trey McBride? Okay. All right.
Every time I see Carolina and Carolina, I don't know where we went there. Arizona. It's a 4-syllable name. And I would see him and I was like, the Broncos should do everything in their power to go get him. And they didn't. But like, I think he's the best tight end in the game. And I think like Jonathan Gannon he's a defensive guy and he's a defensive coach, and they actually have a really good defense that I don't think people have seen yet. So
the question is,
I'm rolling with you, Arizona.
The guy under center.
Yeah, that's the big question mark, isn't it? It is.
And to me, after everything they gave to get him and the regression that they made to get him, he just hasn't shown enough. You know, a minute ago I was talking about pulling the plug on Bryce Young as the number 1 overall. Like, I would have already pulled the plug if I were the coach.
I would have probably pulled the plug when he's talking about Call of Duty.
Right, exactly.
It was in his... The fact that was mentioned in his contract is that's like a neon red flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than your hat.
He had a good year with Hopkins. Trade him while the value was high, because his value is not high right now. They're probably able to get a third or fourth for him, but if he is, I mean, obviously the contract is a mess right now with that guy. But if he doesn't perform, it's time to move forward from Kyler Murray.
We'll
And
see.
they gave him the pieces. They gave him the offensive line. They gave him Marvin Harrison Jr. They gave him Trey McBride. I don't know who the running backs are. Bunch of dudes I've never heard of before.
No, I thought it was James Conner. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right, James Conner.
I'm
Forgot about
assuming
him.
he's still James Conner.
Yeah, he's there. And then there's a bunch of other guys on the depth
Sarah
chart
O'Connor.
that I don't know. All right.
So So that's my NFC is, Eagles, Green Bay, Tampa, Rams, and then my 3 wild cards: Detroit, Washington, Arizona.
All right. What do I have for the wild cards? I'm gonna go with San Fran. I'm gonna go with Mini, and I'm gonna go with Washington.
Yeah, so Washington's the only one we agree on. And then I have my NFC Championship game. It's not very exciting. This is gonna be Eagles, Packers.
Ew, yuck. I think I might have to agree with you on that one, though. I mean, the Eagles are far and away the best team in the
I think
NFC.
they're far and away the best team in the NFC.
I might go out on a limb. I'm gonna just to differ. I'm gonna say it's an NFC East championship
Rematch?
game, and
Rematch
Washington.
of last year?
Yeah,
I like, it's funny because all the things I think about with Jaden Daniels, I'm like, please God, don't let that happen with Bo Nix. And we'll get into the Broncos on our AFC part here, but you just expect a regression because you're like, this kid just looked like he fucking moonwalked all the way to the NFC Championship game. Man, like it was so effortless, and it's like
nobody gave him any
rely
credit.
on his legs, and it's just like, are you gonna get Kaepernick? Because Kaepernick could throw, but he got like 2 years, not even like 1 year of it, and it's what they do. They get paid to figure you out, and I think unless you can throw accurately, you're gonna get figured out.
We're gonna come back to that in the AFC East as well, but I liked what I saw with him. The kid impressed. I've listened to people that watched him at Arizona State who cannot stand him.
Oh,
And just say he's not a good team player. He's gonna run out on the team. And I'm like, look, he transferred to LSU. I would have run the hell out of there too. Isn't
that Herm?
What?
Herm, Arizona State.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Play to win the game. Hello.
They win the game. Well, he went to win at LSU. I mean, look, if I had an opportunity to go to school with Livy Dunn, I would have done it in a heartbeat. Took me 25 minutes to get Livy Dunn in. Sorry it took so long, Livy. And Paul, you're welcome. Took that long.
I'll stand by it. She doesn't do it for me. Maybe the only man in America.
Probably. No, they're gay men too. I think Livy could turn gay guys straight.
Yeah, we'll see. Anything else on the NFC?
I got Philly winning it.
I got Green Bay winning it.
Oh God, killing me.
Green Bay going to
It's
Super Bowl
so
60.
hard.
I just told you can't beat fate. This is fate. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love.
You can beat fate. I once did a thing where every 13 years, the Super Bowl repeated itself in one way or another.
Didn't
so
it?
what are we? This is like Super Bowl
60. This is cool. It's back in San Francisco.
So 47. What was 47?
Baltimore and San Francisco.
Baltimore and San Francisco. So Baltimore.
That was the
go,
blackout one in New Orleans.
Who was the coach in San Francisco?
There was the Harbaughs. The Harbaughs. So you could have Chargers.
I could have the Chargers in there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch the AFC.
Watch the AFC.
Podcast to see. Do we have time for my quick rant though?
I'm trying. Yeah, go.
Does it have to be about football?
No.
Okay. Can it be about European football?
Sure.
Because I am sick and tired of waking up early for soccer games. Like, look, I started doing it this year for years and years and
If
years.
you
I
lived
never
on
did
the
it.
East Coast, you wouldn't.
No, don't try.
Yeah,
to,
'cause
don't
Spurs-
try to make the East Coast better than the West Coast.
It's not. But
That's probably the only thing. But even then, I was on the East Coast 2 weeks ago. I wanted to watch the Arsenal game, but it came on at 12:30. But I was going to the Red Sox game at 1, so couldn't watch the Arsenal game. Again, time zones. The Premier League. Listen to me. I don't know if there's a Premier League commissioner or if it's just the English Football Association or whoever runs the FA or the Premier League. You are the biggest sporting league in the world with some of the most talented athletes in the world. Probably the most watched league on the planet, right? I mean,
it is.
Stop playing games at 4:30. Play games.
Isn't that the primetime slot in England though?
So I looked this up.
Greenwich time. What do they call it?
A 4:30 a.m. game on the West Coast is a 12:30 p.m. game.
They're only 8 hours
in
ahead.
London.
That doesn't.
Yes.
Okay.
They're 8 hours ahead of us.
What's the afternoon game? That's like the 1 o'clock kickoff for the football.
So this is what I came up with. The ideal time, and I'm thinking worldwide. I'm thinking globally here. I'm thinking Tokyo, Sydney, Los Angeles. 3:30 London time. Start all your games at 3:30. That's 11:30 Tokyo time.
Is that AM?
Yes. No, 11:30 PM.
Yeah. So they're going to be night owls watching that thing.
Yeah, but that's fine because that's normal. People do that. It's Tokyo. It's like every picture I've ever seen of Tokyo, it's night.
I can't argue that one.
I mean, right? Am I wrong?
I can't argue that one. No, you're right. You're right.
They're all dark.
The sun actually does not shine in Tokyo.
And yeah, exactly.
They blocked it out.
And it's 7:30 a.m. on the West Coast. 7:30 a.m. is not unreasonable to wake up. No,
that's when I get up.
Yeah. So 3:30 p.m. London time.
But don't you have to stagger some of the games?
You do not. No.
What if you took a poll on the U.S. and you looked at what region had different fans? So say like there's a lot of like Man U on the East Coast, and the Man U game could be like earlier. But then there's Arsenal on the West Coast, so you start the Arsenal game.
That is actually a logical,
but there's not thing. Because there's Arsenal fans everywhere. So,
but you would think that there would be ideally Arsenal fans in the Los Angeles area, the Colorado area, where the Cronkies are. Wait a minute.
I bet you $100 you could pull said fans of said teams that Cronky owns, and they would not know. 97% of them would not know that he owns Arsenal.
Really? You think 97? That's not saying a lot about
the DNVR podcast.
Denver fans.
I like that one. Yeah, I watched that, and I guarantee that those guys do not know that Kroenke owns Arsenal, if they're even Avs fans, because that podcast is just all Broncos and Nuggets. No, he owns the Nuggets, doesn't he?
Yeah, Broncos. No, he owns every Denver team except the Broncos.
Well, yeah, because Walmart. He will never own them. Yeah, he owns the Nuggets though.
He owns the Nuggets, the Avalanche.
But he owns the Rams.
He owns the Rams.
Yeah, and then Arsenal.
He doesn't own the Rockies.
Oh, well, he should. He could probably...
they're probably cheap right now. Probably very cheap. But...
Okay, well, we'll hope that the powers that be in the Premier League will see this.
Hopefully, because, I mean, how am I supposed to get to the bar at 4:30 in the morning?
Not.
Like,
you must stay up.
Even the women's game is at 5:30 in the morning on Saturday. What am I supposed to do? Stay up all night? Like, show up at the bar at 1 a.m. and be like, hey, I'm here for the game that starts in the morning? Like, what do they think I am? A drunk or a degenerate or some sort of both? Don't answer that, folks. But cool. That's all I got. That drives me nuts, man.
Okay. Save a rant for the next one, which will be right here. AFC Podcast. Thanks.
But